Why does this keep popping up? What is going on? Secure device. Secure device. Secure device. I got it. Close that out. I was wondering why that kept popping up. Happy Thanksgiving, Hope. Happy Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving? What'd you do? What did you go do? I went over to my grandma's house and I had some turkey, some of the homemade rolls because I always get a bunch of the homemade rolls. Then well, they got mad because I wouldn't eat no greens. I'm like, okay, I'm not one of them Negroes that eat greens, so I ain't eat no greens. So they got mad about that. And this is, I mean, I'm damn near 40 now, so for them to still be like, why you won't eat none of the greens? It's like, okay, I'm at this age and I still don't eat greens. Like, what you gonna do about it? So they got mad about me not eat. Well, I ain't gonna say got mad, but they was just like, is he gonna eat greens this year? Nah, still not gonna eat no greens. I'm good on the greens. Pass on the greens. My uncle came down. Oh, they started to try to kind of get into politics. I just left it alone. I was just quiet. I didn't even say nothing. I didn't respond. I let it go. Uh, I actually went and seen one of my friends who, he's been having some issues with some drug problems, but he looked pretty good. Like he looked like he was clean. He looked like he was sober. He looked like he was clean. He looked like a normal person. He was chubby. He wasn't skinny. Like it was all there. So I was like, okay, cool. So my Thanksgiving was pretty good. I hope everybody else's Thanksgiving was pretty good. Uh, I said I was gonna come home. I watched my Cowboys play. Yeah, so my Cowboys won. So we back in business. We about to get this thing jumping again for all of those. Y'all see, this is all Texas, man. Everything I do is gonna be Texas. I'm in the area, so we Cowboys and Rangers over here. So the Texas Rangers, uh, you see me, Texas Rangers, Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. It's all good. But man, y'all let me know how y'all doing. Let me know how y'all Thanksgiving was. Before I get into this topic, man, just kind of chop it up for a second. The reason that I did have a topic was because I saw Tiana Trump and what's his name, Pele, Nicholas Pele. That's what I was just looking it up. I guess he's been having a relationship with her, which for some strange reason, I don't know why. I don't know why he's got plans of marrying her, getting involved with a 304. Like, I'm trying to figure out why. Where are you going to go with this? Like, you know who this individual is. So why would you wife her up? Like, that's not a serious person. Matter of fact, I think what I read, she's still involved with OnlyFans, which is just another reason. Like, why would he be doing this? But we know how some men are. Like, they actually feel like they have to have somebody. They feel like they need to be with any type of woman. And I'm always suspect of these type of guys because in my mind, I'm thinking, are you the type of guy who doesn't interact with a lot of women and you finally got one and now you on cloud 10? So you're going through that whole phase, like when you was a teenager and you finally got some and you was all over the chick and you thought you was in love but you really wasn't. I'm thinking some dudes actually have that going through them in their later years, which is strange to me. But I can see how it's not strange, to be honest, because a lot of people now, they say that, what is it, like 50 or 60% of men don't even interact with women. They don't even have sex. Like these are big numbers. So I'm it's gonna be a lot of guys that's basically gonna be out here simping. And I think that's what this Nicholas Pele guy doing is simping, which is just one of those crazy things. But let me pull it up. I was a video. I guess she got involved with somebody. She got exposed in these DMs. She was in somebody was in her DMs, and I guess this guy pays her because if you can actually see the messages, it's like he's paying her $5 per message, and then he ended up paying like $125 for this video message, and it's it's almost as if like you don't know what type of individual that you're dealing with. Why would you waste your time dealing with a quote unquote 304, a known 304? Somebody who does corn, somebody who is only an OnlyFans model, somebody who is always showing body parts at any given time, and you think that she's a sweet individual. Where are the qualities that you're seeing in her to say, look, I want to get married to her? She is a wifey type woman. Like I'm not seeing that. So all the people who are like this guy, this Nicholas Pele guy, who is up here thinking, yes, this is a woman that I want to marry. Where have you been? And what haven't you been doing? And I suspect you haven't been interacting with a lot of women. You haven't had a lot of relationships. You haven't had a lot of time to spend with these women because if you did, you would already have a feel for yourself and you would know who you are and know the things that you would and wouldn't accept. And I think men like him are always ready and willing to accept anything that a woman of her caliber is willing to dish out. And they're going to take it because she's pretty and she's probably giving him lots and lots of sex. And those types of women know that. And they know when they do that, I have you, I own you, I own you. Not only that, but I own your wallet, I own your time, I own anything that I feel like is of worth to me. And I'm going to take that from you. And that's exactly what they do to these guys, like Nicholas Pele. You see it with celebrities all the time. These male celebrities pass around these certain women all the time. She breaks up with this celebrity, she's with another celebrity. Kim Kardashian, going with all of these different men, knowing she started off on basically a porn tape with Ray J. She was on the tape with Ray J. Her mom was shopping this around. So her mom is shopping it around, and now she's famous for what? What is she really famous for? People like Kim Kardashian, because she had sex with Ray J on tape. What did she do besides that? Now she's trying to push herself as this attorney, you know, and it even goes back to some of the women that you see when it comes to like love and hip hop. These women have been involved with these rappers, and then on these shows, they start these businesses and start calling themselves businesswomen. Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm this, I'm that. Well, you're not really that. It's just the fact that you either had a child by one of these known rappers, and now you've gotten money basically from child support or some type of support that you were getting from this man. So you trump up some business, some cookie baking shop, or some clothes, some little boutique, and now you calling yourself a businesswoman. And they'd be really on these shows talking like, yeah, I built this from the ground up. I did this with blood, sweat, and tears. And you like, no, you didn't. Like you was with this NBA player and you broke up with him and you got a big payday. For one, when y'all was together, you was on this show with him. So now y'all broken up, and but you was so controversial on the show at the time that that they was like, oh yeah, we got to keep her on another season. So they cut you an even bigger check, and now you think that you've really done something for yourself, but you didn't. Everything that you've accomplished was based on this guy. Kim Kardashian's a 304. Yeah, she's definitely a 304. Like it just amazes me how she didn't really play the game perfectly. From the position that she had, she played the game perfectly. She went from a 304 to a wife. You know, who was that guy? What was he was a former basketball player. She got married to him and then they had a divorce so fast. And then she got with Kanye West. Had he oh my God. Would he have 2 or 3 kids with her? He got 2 or 3 kids with her, which means she's locked in for life. It's just like, man, the dudes who put these 304s on a pedestal, it really undermines what a lot of these guys like Kevin Samuels and other men like that were trying to accomplish when it comes to men, trying to tell us, those are not the type of women you want to get involved with. You want to try to find a woman of this caliber with these types of qualities, and that's what you need to go after. But instead, you got guys like this who are willing to like just throw all of the things out the window that we've seen them do, we've seen them engage in, we've seen the people that they interact with, all for the sake of saying, "Oh yeah, I got this bad chick on my arm." That's crazy. Uh, Tim say that soccer player leaving his wife and kids to marry Tiana Trump is embarrassing himself. I didn't. Now I didn't know he left his wife. That's new to me. See, I didn't get that deep into it. I didn't get that deep into it. I got a couple articles up here that I was about to read, but I didn't even get that deep into it. I didn't know that he actually left his wife to be with a 304, like a porn star. Like you left your wife to be with a, I already said it, but a corn star. Uh, for what? And I honestly feel like a lot of these dudes really are just mesmerized based on the sex. They're getting lots and lots of sex, and they feel like they teenagers. So they think that they're in love when they really not. You know, I mean, this shit is. It's just we live in a strange place, man. We live in a very, very strange place. We live in strange times as well. Uh, I'm gonna read just some of these messages. Well, I just play the clip. No, I'm gonna read the messages, then I'll just play the clip. From the messages, she's charging somebody $5 a message. They've already spent $588.71. They said, "This is Tiana Trump for real." She said, "Hey babe, yes it is. Why? LOL. Now, just saw you got this soccer player boyfriend. What's that all about?" She says, "He just pays for stuff." And then he says, "So why y'all all over the internet then?" She says, "We just took a pic together. Gosh." He says, "Gotcha." A video call was missed. And then here we go. He goes on to say, "I want to see you. Answer, please." She says, "I'm busy right now. Just got up. Maybe in an hour." He says, "I've got work. Send me some." Every time he's messaging her, it's costing him $5. So now she sends a video for $125. Now all he has to do is click it, unlock it for $125, and then he can see it, and then he's going to unlock the video.
I just woke up from a nap and my makeup is what?
He's typing, "Damn, you look fire considering you just got up. He said, wish I was there with you with hard eyes." So that's a simp. That's a simp right there. Appreciate that, Matt. Rangers all day over here. I was always a Mariners fan growing up because of Ken Griffey Jr. But I'm from Texas, so I'm in the area. But I mean, I'm gonna rep where my area. So I'm with Rangers all day now. I'm just like, I'm all in. I like the Rangers. I like the colors. So that's my squad from now on. But yeah, back to these 304s, man, like Tiana Trump here. She got with this guy, and she's still out here selling videos and whatnot online. But you would think if she was an upstanding woman that you would want to marry, she wouldn't be charging dudes for messages and she wouldn't be charging dudes for videos on her Instagram. Instead, she would just be saying, "Look, I can't. I don't want to do that no more. Like I got enough money. I'm probably getting residuals from being on corn. I mean, being on corn videos. Then she's still operating her OnlyFans, and he's cool with that. A lot of these things that these men will accept is just something that I won't accept. Appreciate that, Mitch. Happy Turkey Day, bro. Rub64 say clock it. Okay, we know what type of individual that is. They like that. Get the bag, get the bag. You know, get the bag. Burn up somebody's pockets. Curtis Middlebrook says cookie crumble, cake, coffee, and tofu. Okay, let me go on and just ignore you because I can tell you trolling. But I'm gonna read this article that is talking about he's preparing to marry her. It says Nicholas Pepe. I put Pele. Did I put Pele in the title, y'all? Or did I put Pepe? Oh, I didn't even put his name in the title. Nicholas Pepe, the winger for Villarreal CF, is currently at the center of a viral news story. The news has gone viral because the Turkish news publication Kuzi Express reported that Pepe is allegedly going to marry adult film star Tiana Trump and claimed that Marca also reported at the current stage no official announcement has been made by Pepe himself, by Tiana Trump, by their representatives, or by Villarreal CF. The alleged relationship development says, according to the first reports, Pepe is extremely serious about embarking on a long-term future with Trump. Further rumors also suggest that the footballer has urged her to leave the adult industry. Nothing either individual has made official to confirm. Now, think about that. He is urging her to leave the adult film industry. What is the old saying that they always say about that? Don't try to turn a hoe into a housewife. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to turn a hoe into a housewife. He's trying to turn a hoe into a housewife. You're not going to be able to do that. Like if you do get her to turn into a housewife, you got to think she's just coming off this whole phase. And you think she's going to be a housewife, a woman to you? She's going to be very feminine and loving. She's not going to do that. At some point you got to realize she's going to get bored with that lifestyle and she's going to go back to her old lifestyle, which is being a 304, which is going after dudes for money, which is also like just being, like I say, all about her bag. And you trying to wipe that. You really trying to turn that into something that you want to have kids with and start a family with. And you are a professional soccer player. Why give all that up? See, this is another thing that I also want to point out. Why do a lot of these sports athletes get married at such a young age? Now, I do get some of them, like the ones who have a really, really loyal girlfriend. And I'm not saying that that's impossible. Some of these dudes really do have a loyal girlfriend that from high school that really love them. They love each other and then they get married. We've seen that before. Go ahead, do that. I enjoy it. I want that to flourish. That's the goal. But to get in the league and get a big contract and decide to marry somebody is beyond me. If you was to get in the league and finally get a big contract and do something with your life, do not sit up here and think about getting married to one of these women. They won't be serious. I would say do what Kevin Durant is doing. Take that method. He don't even be thinking about them broads. He probably be smashing them. But at the end of the day, what Kevin Durant gonna do? I guarantee you, whenever he get out the league. He said he wasn't thinking about getting married, but once he gets out the league, then he might get married. But it's gonna come with a lot of stipulations. But you don't want to get married in the midst of you having a great career, especially in the NBA, NFL, soccer, whatever it is. You don't want to do that. It's something to me where these guys don't really understand that. I guess they think, okay, I got all this money now. Now I need to get me a chick. Cool, you can have your chick, but you don't need to marry her. You don't need to move her in your apartment. You don't need to move her in your bungalow. You don't need to move her in your penthouse. You don't need to move her in your house. She don't need those types of privileges. Like that shit is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Mitch say even he can. It's out on the internet still, and no one will have real respect for her or him. Exactly. Your girl is really going to be out with you, and dudes are going to be looking at her like, damn, I seen that coochie last night. I seen her take 3 dudes. I seen her do DP. I seen her do all kind of stuff on video. And you sitting up here having lunch and dinner with her, kissing on her. Think about some of just the other corn stars, the male corn stars that she's gonna run across if you be in LA, because you know a lot of people with money typically end up going to LA, and she's like hugging on this dude that she had a scene with, because you know how they treat it. They treat it as if, oh, we just did a movie together, like it's no big deal. Y'all actually had sex, like it is a big deal to me. Maybe not to you because you in the industry, but like, bro, like y'all was doing all kind of freaky stuff. That that's kind of triggering to me. You say stop generalizing, stop generalizing 304s and corn stars. I wouldn't even give them a chance, bro. Like I wouldn't even waste my time with somebody like a Tiana Trump, especially if I'm an athlete who's getting money and getting paid, like you know the way that they getting paid with these TV deals and these new mega contracts that they handing out. There's no way. If I if I'm gonna get married, bro, it's gonna be somebody that at least I've known. It's not gonna be a corn star. That's gonna be the last person I give a wedding ring to. You say don't rush into a gold digger. They think it's real. Yeah, they think it's real. I think they think it's real because she putting that thing on it. They like high school kids. And she knows, she like, man, if I give him some of this and do what I do on these videos, he gonna be on top of the world. And I'm gonna get whatever I want from it. And that's exactly what happens. Because you know why? A lot of these women don't change their tune. The reason why a lot of these women don't want to clean up their acts is because a lot of dudes fall for all the BS that they put out there. A lot of dudes fall for anything that they throw out there, all the bait. They they are cucks, you know, they pay pigs. Whatever the woman wants, they do it. So they have no incentive to really change. What's the incentive to change when I can move you out the way because you don't want to act right and find another dude who's gonna just drop $2,000 on me and I don't even have to have sex with him just because I'm pretty? Mitch say it's just like regular guys. You gotta court first and get to know someone for real before you even think about taking her to meet your mom and dad. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. But what I'm also saying too, Mitch, is at this stage, if I was pay, there's no way I would even be thinking about getting married. Like that's out the question. At this point, I'm just having fun. If you with me, I'm sorry. Don't get your hopes up on thinking that you finna be like you finna turn into some type of mega wife, you know, some athlete's wife. You're not finna get none of that. Like it's just a wrap. You're gonna be done. You feel me? Y'all hang on for a second. Give me a second. All right, I had to clean up something that was in my chat. Yeah, he better get a prenup. He better get a prenup. But you know what's funny also, Tim, is a lot of these dudes like this, they don't even get prenups. They so brainwashed. They get in such a trance behind all the coochie that they getting from her. She's treating him like he's one of the male corn stars that she's doing a scene with. He cannot fathom why he would put a prenup on her. He like, man, you know what? I gotta. This is my wife. You know, this is my future. I love this woman. No, you love what's between her legs. That's what you in love with. You just don't know it. You just don't even know it. Kendall, hold on, I'm reading the comment. Tom says the problem is athletes go for eye candy they couldn't get before the league. Yep, that's another one. A better chance if they go for a woman that are equal in their physical appearance. Exactly. That to me, not to me, that goes for anybody. You need to kind of get with people in your league. Now, if you really want to get married, either get with somebody that you probably been knowing and who's worthy of your time, or just get you some other rich woman. You know, that way you kind of feel like you're on equal ground, and maybe that person isn't trying to go after you just for some money. And then if y'all break up, it ain't gonna be no big deal. Now, don't get me wrong, those women can still come after you for some things, but you will have more of a like, she got her own, she ain't really worried about mine. We can just break up and that'll be the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Kendall Gillum says, I dropped or whatever. Damn, you dropped a pan of oxtails down the stairs. Damn, son. You got to be more careful, my man. Mitch say, actually had a real convo about this. And the crazy part, if you believe there is a God and you're doing corn or OnlyFans, just remember, you got to answer for that and how you were part of other people sinning. Yeah. What is the saying? Like most people, you know, when you having sex with people, you actually tied to them for life. Like, let's be honest. You know, a lot of people come on here and try to push, man, you need to sow your royal oats and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But really, we should be doing just what we telling the women to do. You don't need to be fornicating with folks unless you marry. That's just the truth. We try to make exceptions for dudes and all of this different stuff. But man, you don't need to be messing with a bunch of women. You don't need to be impregnating a bunch of women unless you're going to marry them. You know, you don't need to be just out here doing whatever you want to do. For one, it's gonna mess up the sex, it's gonna mess up your relationship because what you really want to do is have new experiences with the person that you're with. You don't want to already have done all of these things and get with somebody and nothing's new to you. Just like a woman who's done all of these sexual escapades and she done been with all of these rich guys who then took her to all of these extravagant places. Now, even though you're rich and you got all this money and you can take her all these places, it's gonna be like, she gonna be like, yeah, I already been to Dubai. Yeah, I already been to Cambodia. Yeah, I already been to the Philippines. Yeah, I went on this one trip with this guy to Cancun. It's nothing's gonna be new to her and nothing's gonna be fun or enjoyable. So therefore, she's gonna do probably just like she does in bed. She's just gonna fake it. She's just gonna fake it the whole time. You're right. Raw dogging is disgusting, and you know that's what he's doing, Tim. You know that's what he's doing. Like he can't get enough. He is, bro. He's swimming on air right now. Like he on cloud nine. Whatever she's telling him, she gonna always be able to fix it with sex. If she messes up, she gonna throw him on that bed, show him what she doing them videos, and he gonna be, oh yeah, I love her. That's my girl. That's my baby. Just keep falling for it over and over again. It says the alleged relationship development. According to the first reports, Pepe is extremely serious about embarking on a long term future with Trump. Further rumors also suggest that the footballer has urged her to leave the adult industry. Nothing either individual has made official to confirm. Did I already read that? Like, how you gonna try to convince her to leave something that she's made her career out of and made a lot of money doing? You ain't finna get that. That ain't finna happen. Yeah, these dudes trying to change it. That's not about to happen, bro. No matter what you say or do, she may act like that momentarily, but she's always gonna revert back to what she knows best and what's making her money. And what's making her money is selling that thing. And she gonna sell it because she gotta have that bag. She gotta have that bag. Now I'm looking at the poll so far. I got 13 votes. I said, would you wife a woman who is currently or formerly a corn star? I'm amazed at 14% who said yes. I need to know what in what on God's green earth would make you want to wife a formerly or current corn star. I mean, you say why not our president did? Hey, look, you got a point, Joe Reed. You got a point. JFK, right? Ain't that who you talking about? JFK. He was messing with Marilyn Monroe. Donald Trump. He was messing with old girl. I can't think of her name. You know, he was paying her off. And he paid her off. What was that dude Cohen? He had that dude Cohen go give her some money. Told her to be quiet. Donald Trump did it. That's a fact. But he didn't get married to her. They didn't marry these women. They was knocking them down, but they wasn't marrying. This dude Pepe, he is sitting up here talking about. It says seriously getting involved with Tiana Trump. Now don't sit up here and act like y'all ain't never seen a Tiana Trump video. Don't act like y'all ain't never seen no Tiana Trump video. You say Trump married a corn star. You talking about? I know you ain't talking about the old girl. I know she got some naked pictures out there, but I don't know if she did corn. Did she do that? Is that or am I mistaken? He said, did she put bacon in it? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, he talking about orb form. Orb form says, Unc, I don't know what my granny. Oh, they on her trolling. They on her trolling. Bitch Miss say saw a video the other day. Guy was talking about sex bots and how guys are gonna require more from women because these bots are gonna be crazy. At first I was like, nah, but it does seem like it may be true. It is gonna be true. I believe it, which is really bad because you don't want these bots to be doing so much that you have want a real woman to go above and beyond. Like I think we already messed up our society with the way we treat each other. Now you added porn on top of that. So you got all of these men who are saying that they don't interact with women, like 50 or 60% of men. They haven't had sex in the last year. They watching porn all day. Now they about to get these sex bots that's gonna do what they see in porn. So when they don't interact with a porn bot, a corn bot, they're gonna turn around and be like, okay, I finally found me a woman. Yeah, but she ain't doing what that bot was doing. She ain't, I don't think this relationship gonna work out. I don't think this relationship gonna work out. I might have to move around. Joe say she was in corn too. I didn't know that. Now that's new to me. I didn't know that. I just thought that she just had nude pictures, bro. That's all I ever known her to have was just nude pictures. He say she used to be in Playboy. Yeah, that's all I ever known was she was just nude. I didn't know her to actually be in a video. Now, video is different. Say I heard it's getting wild because of corn. Yep. Like all of this is you telling me something that I didn't know. If she was in corn, then like I say, that's new to me. Didn't know it. Didn't know it at all. Uh, yeah. They talking about the public reaction and online commentary. This is a Yahoo Entertainment article. Says while rumors spread, comments on social media varied from positive to negative to playful. Messages from social media users included the following: "This is your sign to save that girl and be happy." Wow. "Let's go. All hoes will continue to be wiped up in 2025. This is the largest L ever. To marry an adult film performer seriously? Wait till I pop out with someone from the industry. Locking down a grade A eater. It should have been me. I respect Tiana Trump. She owns her past and never pretended otherwise. Class act. 30 partners by middle school, 86 by high school, and over 400 total. Nicholas Pepe. Why, bro? Why? Like, really? That's another thing. Some of these women with these high body counts, why would you even want to deal with them? Like I said, there's nothing to experience with that person at all. They've done it all. You can't satisfy them. You cannot satisfy somebody like that. You can't make them happy. You can't do anything for them sexually because if they had that many partners, then you know that they've sold themselves. Which means even with money, you wouldn't be able to make them happy because they're like, "Oh, I already did that." Like I said, they would be like, "I took this trip. I've been to this place. I've experienced skiing in the Alps, and I went on the I don't know. I went river white what they call it white water rafting, and they would have just done all of this shit, bro. It makes no sense to me. Exactly, Cap. Why even try? I mean, I guess some people they really feel like they have this. That's why they say put the cape on. They have this Captain Save a Hoe mentality. To me, it's low hanging fruit. It's like some of those women, they've been in corn and they've been ran through, used and abused, and so they have these certain guys that come along that want to save them, and they'll take them because they make them feel good. And the woman may really, really enjoy that guy, but those types of women, those 304s, they usually revert back to their old ways because you try to box them in or put them in that wifey position or that motherly position, and it's that lifestyle is boring to them. That's one thing that I think a lot of these dudes don't grasp. That lifestyle is so boring to them that they're willing to throw all of that away to get back into an old habit, an old lifestyle. Going out, smashing a bunch of women, dudes, having fun because they think that's fun. They don't want to give it up. That's why you hear so many women like, I don't want to have any kids. You know why they really say that? Because they want to, they want to have threesomes and foursomes and gang bangs and take trips with this guy and this guy's doing this and going over here without. They want to have all of these different experiences. But the beauty really in life is some of this stuff that you haven't experienced. And you can only experience it with the person that you love. That's it. Joe said, "My bad. I just looked it up. She was just in Playboy magazine and she just took erotic pictures." Yeah, that's all I had ever known. That's all I had ever known. Cap say, some have gotten married and been okay, but I couldn't do it. I'm with you. I couldn't do it either. There's no way on God's green earth you can make me give her the corn star. Like, I couldn't even have sex with them. Even though they get tested, I still don't want to. It's something about it that just disgusts me. Like, nah, I don't want to have sex with you. What am I gonna do that's really gonna make you happy? How can I really trust that you really having these certain emotions when we having sex because you've been with all of these dudes. Like you've been ran through. You may just be acting for me. I don't want you to just act for me and put on a show. Joe Reed said, my bad. Cap say they're a certain way and get in the industry for a reason. Yeah, because that's who they are. That's who they truly are. They are truly 304s, and that's why they love that lifestyle. They like to be ran through and super sexed up. They enjoy that. Joe Reese says, "My bad. She was just in." Okay, I saw that. He also says, "Yeah, that's all I want to do is pursue that P life." Their Vegeta would be watered out. Yeah, it would. Mitch say some STDs like 6 months after the sex show up, so can't even trust her being clean if she says so. Yeah, so you right about that. Some of these STDs, bro, don't even pop up. They go dormant. You can have them. Some of them you can have them for years before you have like a breakout. That's the type of shit I don't want. And let's be honest. Have you ever been with a woman and you didn't use protection because you really you know how men are, and you was excited to do it without protection, and then you thought about that next morning you woke up and you just kind of sat there like, oh my God. You just praying to God that you ain't got something. You just praying to God you ain't got them bumps. Oh my God, I hope nothing happens. You give it a couple of days and you just, I just pray to God. Nothing pops up. Nothing happens. I don't feel no burning. You just have this certain feeling for a few days. You almost want to give up sex. You almost want to repent to God. God, if I don't get anything, I'll start coming to church again. I'll sit in a front pew. I'll start tithing more. Man, you go down this whole list of stuff that you need to do. Man, some people, man, look, we do what we do. We do what we do. I see. Okay, I got another article here about their engagement. It says Nicholas Pepe and Tiana Trump's romance and rumored engagement. Tiana Trump, they're giving a little background on Tiana Trump. Says Tiana Trump began working in adult entertainment at 18. In 2020, she reportedly moved away from adult films and focused on subscription based platforms like OnlyFans. In a Snapchat post, post back of her doing laundry back in May, Trump had written, crazy how I switched jobs so quick. I was a corn star, now I'm a maid. Yeah, right. Tiana Trump relationship with Nicholas Pepe reportedly started in late 2024 when she was spotted in the VIP section of Villarreal Stadium during a match against Atletico Madrid. Trump has been a constant supporter of Villarreal games. She was also seen celebrating with Pepe after he earned the Player of the Match award in Villarreal's 2-2 Champions League draw against Juventus in October. Since then, they've been seen going out together and spending time with Pepe's children from his previous marriage to Fannie B, according to a report in Marca. I mean, this dude is breaking all of the rules. I mean, every single rule. Ain't no way if I'm going to be interacting with this former adult entertainer that I'm going to be taking her around my kids. Actually, he trying to make his kids feel more and more will warm up to her so that, this may be my wife. I just want to let y'all know that ain't happening. That ain't happening. It's something going on with him internally for him to be this way. It just has to be. Mitch say, I have, and not gonna lie, got tested every 6 months for like almost 2 years. Wasn't worth the anxiety. Pretty sure I did repent. I'm telling you, you go take that test. You be scared to go take that test. And once you get them results back, you be good. And you swear to God you ain't gonna do it again, and then your dumb ass do it again. Cause I done it before. I mean, I'm not gonna sit over here and lie and act like I'm some perfect person when I come on this live and talk. I'm not perfect. Like I've done that stupid shit. I'm a former felon. Like I've done, man. I've been involved in all kind of activity. Uh, Trust me, I'm not somebody who's gonna get on here and lie to you and make it seem like I've done something that I haven't done because I've done a lot of things. I've done more than most people, so I know what I'm talking about on some of the things that I be talking about. Like I ain't making this stuff up. Like I'm not gonna give everybody insight on what my whole background is, but I'm not gonna play any games with you either. What's up, Noah? Says according to initial reports, PayPay is extremely serious, and I did read this in the other article about a long-term future with Trump. Rumors also say he encouraged her to leave the daughter industry. However, neither PayPay Trump, neither representatives nor Villarreal CF have confirmed the news, but their public appearances and social media posts have drawn a lot of attention already. The romance has taken center stage amid PayPay's football journey. After struggling at Arsenal, he had a short spell at Trabzonspor before signing with Villarreal last year. While he has scored 2 goals and provided 2 assists this season, it's his off field life and high profile relationship that have dominated headlines. As of now, fans are eagerly awaiting to see if an official announcement will confirm what has been widely rumored for months. So, yeah, we already know this is going to affect his on the field issues. Whatever he's got going on in the field, it's going to affect all of that. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Noah. Yeah, it's going to affect all of that. It's going to affect all of that. This is going to be more of a story than his actual play on the field. I'm sure if the media over there is just like the American media, they're going to constantly be asking him about Tiana Trump. It's never going to be enough. So he going to have to deal with that every single time he steps on that field. Once he walks off, he's got to know they're going to ask me about Tiana Trump. Because that's the news. That's the story. So if your play starts to dip, just like Klay Thompson, people are going to have questions. Which Klay Thompson is a strange character to me, knowing that he is one of these people who, like, bro, you were raised better than that. Why are you with Megan Thee Stallion? Why are you giving her that time of the day? Like, why would you waste your time with somebody like that? But let him tell it. He'll tell you, oh, she's a great woman, this, and that. She's not a great woman. Look what she did to Tory Lanez. Look what she did to Tory Lanez. She lied on him. She lied on the man and got him put in jail. It was what was the video? I gotta find this video. Matter of fact, I know I can find a video of the other girl that was in the car with them who actually said that no. Hold on, I ain't even gonna explain it. I'm gonna just find the video. What is her damn name? As soon as I find it, I'm gonna show it to you. Y'all seen the video of her lawyer. Let me see. Come on now. Where is that video? Oh, there you go. Her bodyguard, this was her friend Kelsey's bodyguard. This is what the bodyguard said. So why he would get involved with Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. The passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
So there you have it. So basically, based on that video, I think Megan Thee Stallion lied. I think the friend was the one who actually shot her. But for what, I don't know what the reason was, but she put it on Tory Lanez. She put it on Tory. That's why I say you cannot trust these 304s. But you got so many dudes out here, like Pepe, who are willing to wipe these women up and turn them into housewives when it's impossible to do that, especially knowing that what their past is and what they are engaged in as of right now. But he doesn't care. He's on cloud 9. He getting that Gok 3000 every night. He getting that thing put on him. So he getting that thing put on him, and then he dropping that bread on her. He paying for stuff. So she ain't gonna say nothing. She ain't gonna bash him. She ain't gonna talk bad about him. She gonna always make him feel good. Those type of women know how to play the game. They gonna make him feel good. Always give him reassurances like he's such the man, knowing damn well he ain't, and she just playing him to get what she want. But he don't know no better because he thinking with his second head. He don't get it. He don't get it. But he will. Because once he put that ring on her finger, it's going to be a wrap. I don't know what the laws are like over there across the pond, as they say. But if he was over here and he pulled that type of stunt, she would already be in line for half of everything that he owns. And he wouldn't like it. And I bet you they get divorced so fast and she started coming after some of the stuff that he has. She liable to start posting videos after they break up and, oh, he's this, he's that. He hit me. He's not a good person. He owes me this. I wouldn't put it past her for that type of stuff to start happening. But man, look, hey, I've been on her for a while. I don't stay on her too long. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But for the most part, it just depends on how the show going. If the show is going decent, I'll keep it going. If it's just kind of I usually won't stay on her no more than an hour. So yeah, man, I'm about to get off of here. I appreciate everybody who came through, checked out the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Tiana Trump and Pepe in the comment section. If you're just now watching the video, share the video, comment. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And as always, I'm going to catch y'all next time. Peace.